This tutorial will be on data restructuring. In this tutorial, you will learn how to sort cases, transform continuous variables to ordinal variables, split a data file, and create filters. First, we will go over how to sort variables. This is an option that lists cases, the participants, in a particular order. Click Data. Click Sort Cases. This opens up a new window called Sort Cases. Your variables are located in the box on the left side of this window. As you can see here, we have 4 variables. These variables were taken from a gymnastics competition, and event A represents the participant's score in the first event. Event B represents the participant's score in the second event. Country stands for which country they represented in the competition, and average number of represents the average number of days trained per week. First, we are going to sort by country first, followed by scores in event A. Click Country. Click the middle arrow. This has now moved the variable country into the Sort By box. Now click Event A. Click the middle arrow. In this instance, we want our variables to be sorted in descending order, so we must tell the program that we would like it in descending order. As you can see now, with the brackets with the letter A in them, it is currently being told to sort them in ascending order. Click Descending. Click Country. Click Descending. Click OK. The variables have now been reordered. As you can see here, country is highlighted, and those from country 4 are listed first, followed by 3, 2, and 1. This is because we asked SPSS to sort the variables in descending order by country. If we now look at event A, we can see that the participants are sorted from highest to lowest scoring competitor by each country. This is because we asked SPSS to put country descending order as a first priority and event A descending order as a second priority. The order in which the variables are entered into the sort box is important. For example, let's see what happens if we first enter event A followed by country. Click Data. Click Sort Cases. This has now opened up the Sort Cases box again. As you can see in the right side, country is listed first and event A is listed second. This is because we have already previously asked SPSS to sort the cases by country and then event A. To have the cases sorted by event A first and then country, we need to move the variables around. Click Event A. Click the middle arrow. Click Country. Click the middle arrow. Click Event A. Click the middle arrow. Click Country. Click the middle arrow. Click OK. As you can see now, with Event A highlighted, participants are listed in descending order of their performance in Event A. The 3 participants listed all had the same score in Event A. They are listed in the order they are in because of their country. We asked SPSS to sort cases first by Event A, then by country, so the participant with 9.65 in country 4 comes first, then the participant from country 3, then the participant from country 2. Now we are going to go over how to transform continuous variables to ordinal variables. In this instance, we are going to look at the number of days practiced per week and divide participants into 2 groups, low practices and high practices. We will first do this by splitting groups based on the median value of the variable. Click Analyze. Click Descriptive Statistics. Click Frequencies. This has opened a new window labeled Frequencies, where your variables are again on the left-hand side. Click Average Number of. Click the middle arrow. Click Statistics. This has opened a new window labeled Frequency Statistics. In this window, we are interested in the median of number of days trained to divide participants into a high and low training group. If you wanted to create more than 2 groups, you would click Quartiles or Cut Points for equal groups. For cut points for equal groups, you put in the number of groups you want to create. In both cases, you follow the steps we are now going to discuss for a median split. Click Median. Click Continue. Click OK. SPSS has now opened an output window. As you can see in the highlighted box, the median for the average number of days trained per week is 5. Click Transform and then click Compute Variable. This has opened up a new window called Compute Variable. In this window, we will tell SPSS to compute a new variable where the continuous measure of average number of groups becomes an ordinal measure where participants are split into low and high training numbers of days per week based on the median split. First, we must name our new variable. The new variable is labeled training_group. First, we are going to label our low training group. To do this, type the number 1 in the numeric expression box. Click the box labeled If, located at the bottom of the window. This has opened up a window labeled Compute Variable If Cases. In this window, we will tell SPSS which participants should be included in Group 1 of our new variable. Click Include if case satisfies condition. Click Average Number of. Click the middle arrow. For Group 1, we are selecting participants who are below the median of days trained per week. So in this instance, we are selecting participants who train less than 5 days a week. Click the less than sign. Click the number 5. Click Continue. Click OK. Now we must create the second group, Group 2, those who train more than 5 days per week. Click the number 1. Replace it with the number 2. Click If. Now we must change days trained less than 5 to days trained greater than 5 to create the second group that we are currently defining. Delete the less than sign. Click the greater than sign. If you wanted to include the median value in one of your 2 groups, you could do this by selecting greater than or equal to 5 for Group 2 or less than or equal to 5 for Group 1. You must pick one or the other, otherwise participants will be included in both groups. These buttons, greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, are highlighted in yellow on the screen. Click Continue. Click OK. The variable you just computed, training group, is highlighted in yellow. As you can see, participants who train more than 5 days a week now have the number 2 underneath training group, and participants who train less than 5 days a week now have the number 1 under training group. Those participants who train exactly 5 days a week do not have a number under training group because we defined it as greater than 5 or less than 5. We can also look at the frequencies of our new group, that is, how many participants are in each group. Click Analyze. Click Descriptive Statistics. Click Frequencies. The variable average number of days trained is already underneath the variable box because we asked SPSS to compute the frequencies of that variable before. We must move that back into the other category and move training group across. Click average number of days trained. Click the middle arrow. Click training group. Click the middle arrow. Click OK. The highlighted box tells us that 11 participants train fewer than 5 days per week and are in Group 1, and that 10 participants train greater than 5 days per week and are in Group 2. It also tells us that there are 3 participants missing, and those 3 participants are the ones who do not train greater than 5 days per week or less than 5 days per week. They train exactly 5 days per week. Next, we are going to go through how to split a data file. Often, the main purpose of a study is to compare different groups on a number of variables. A quick way of analyzing the data is to ask SPSS to produce every output separately for each group. We are going to use a different file called exercise, and in this file, there is data regarding the levels of physical activity of a sample of exercisers. The variable stage is a crude measure of exercise history, and participants are divided into 3 groups: preparation stage, action stage, and maintenance stage. The data file lists the sex of each participant and the stage of exercise they are currently in. Click Data. Click Split File. This has opened up a new window called Split File. In this window, we have the option to select Analyze All Cases and not create groups, which is the main setting, or Compare Groups, or Organize Output by Groups. Today we are going to compare groups by sex to look at the frequencies of the different stages of exercise for each of the sexes. Click Compare Groups. Click the middle group. Click OK. We can now look at the frequencies for each stage based on males and females. Click Analyze. Click Descriptive Statistics. Click Frequencies. Click Stage. Click the middle arrow. Click OK. In this instance, unlike the previous instances in the video, the frequencies for the participants are split into 2 groups, males and females. As you can see, 100 males are in the maintenance stage of exercising, while 161 females are in the maintenance stage of exercising. Next, we will go over how to create filters. Creating filters help you exclude participants from your data file that you are currently not looking at for one reason or another. For example, say we are interested in only examining participants who are in the last 2 stages of exercise, action, and maintenance. We would like to exclude the rest from our data file. We can do this by creating a filter. Click Data. Click Select Cases. This opens up a new window called Select Cases. In this window, we can select cases if a condition is satisfied, or we can randomly select cases, or we can select cases based on time or case range. We are going to select cases if a condition is satisfied. Click If Condition is Satisfied. Click If. This opens up a new window called Select Cases If. In this instance, we want to select cases who are in the maintenance and action stages of exercise, so we need to tell SPSS. Click Stage. Click the middle arrow. Click Greater Than. We are selecting greater than because we are interested in participants who are in the final 2 stages of exercise, so those who are greater than 1. Click 1. Click Continue. Click OK. The area highlighted in yellow, labeled Filter, is the new filter you have created. If you look at the stage column, you can see that a participant who is currently in stage 1 has a 0 underneath filter. That is because they are not included in the analysis because they are not in the final 2 stages. If you look at the number next to them, you can see a slash through it, which also indicates that they are not included in this analysis. Another option is to look at a certain range of participants. For example, the first 50 participants of your analysis. To do this, click Data. Click Select Cases. This has now opened the window Select Cases. As you can see, if condition is satisfied is still selected because that is what we just asked SPSS to do. We are going to ask it to do something else and select cases based on time or case range. Click Based on Time or Case Range. Click Range. This now opens a new window called Select Cases Range. In this window, we must tell SPSS which participants we are selecting. Since we are selecting the first 50 participants in the study, our first case is 1 and our last case is 50. After typing 1 and 50 in, click Continue. Click OK. If we look at the data set, we can see that all participants that are currently on the screen are selected. That is because we are looking at 16 through 37, which is included in the criteria of 1 through 50, which we asked SPSS to select. If we look further down, we can see participants 43 through 50 are selected because we asked SPSS to select participants 1 through 50. Participants 51 through 64 have a slash through their number, meaning they are not included in any analysis conducted in SPSS. This concludes our video on data restructuring. In this video, you learned how to sort cases, transform continuous variables to ordinal variables, split a data file, and create filters.